All right, snow is upon us. I've got a snowblower that won't start. We're gonna switch out the spark plug and see what happens. All right, I got what you need right here. Thanks for clicking. We got snow on the ground, and wouldn't you know it, I waited until the last minute to change out the spark plug. I've got a Toro Power Clear here. Now you could reach your hand in there. There's a silver piece right there. Can you see that? To switch out the spark plug if your snow thrower does not start. Last year, I took mine apart and did a video on how to temporarily start it using starter fluid. You spray that stuff into the air intake because I just couldn't get the darn thing to start, so I had to take everything apart. I did a separate video on that. But this season, I suspect the spark plug is shot, so I need to change that. So you could, like you saw earlier, reach your hand up in there and do that. But I'm going to take everything off so you can get a better view, so you see kind of what is what. Now, the chute is held down with 4 screws, the black piece that we just removed, and the red plate is held down with 4 screws as well. And, of course, you need to take off the gas cap temporarily to slide the red plate off over the gas chute there. So we'll put the red plate on the ground and keep track of all screws. We should have 8 total. 4 for the chute and 4 for the red plate. By the way, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. I do lots of home projects around the house, saving you time and money. Nothing is off limits, and do me a favor, share this channel with somebody. Let's help this channel grow. All right, so we've got the red plate off, we've got the gas, we've got the exhaust, we've got the whatever, we don't care. This piece right here, the silver chute, that shiny silver piece right there. Again, you could put your hand through there if you didn't want to take off the plate. But basically, it's pretty simple. We're going to back this thing out. And I needed 2 hands there, so put the camera down and it just kind of wiggles off. And you can see the spark plug access then is pretty simple. And you just screw that off, and it's kind of tight, so I need to get my ratchet set here to get that started. 3/16 of an inch deep socket is what I have. And you just kind of back that off just a little bit until you can get your hand, it's loose enough to get your hand back there to back it all the way out. And we'll speed that up for you a little bit, watching paint dry here. We'll get that all the way out. Now, before you go anywhere, we need to make sure we have a replacement. Now, I ordered a replacement online because they're like $5, and I didn't want to go to the store. You can see that's pretty shot. See how it's all charred and black there? By the way, I'm not a mechanic at all, but that looks bad. So we got a new one a couple days later in the mail, and of course all the snow has melted by then. Go figure. But nonetheless, we're going to change this out. Anyway, this should have been fall prep work, and life happened. I just didn't get around to it. So we're going to get the new one out and make sure the numbers match. And to get a replacement, you just pop in the numbers in your search box online or go to the store, bring your old one in. This is a Champion, RC, blah, blah, blah. Whatever those numbers are, you just match them up. And the new one arrives. Get the new one, and we're going to put it, just reverse the process, right? We're going to screw it in. And it's a little awkward to get the threads lined up. It should line up pretty easily. Don't force anything. You don't want to strip those threads at all. It should just kind of go right in. And we're going to tighten it up with the actual ratchet set, just like we did to undo it. And not super tight. I did kind of a small little grunt there and called it good. All right. So I do like taking the panel off so I can see exactly. Otherwise, you're like on your back looking through the hole, and unless you know exactly what you're doing there, that's a little awkward. And plus, you can't see if you got to put this thing back on tight. It can be done for sure, but I think you might benefit from having that extra set of eyes from the top down. Before you go, make sure your gas tank, if it still doesn't start, you need to make sure you don't have old gas in your tank. And there's the intake. If we take that wing nut off, you can use starter fluid if you need to. This is the True Flex gas that I use. It's never goes bad, so they say. And so you can keep it in the gas tank in the mower year round without having to worry about draining old gas. It's a little more expensive, but well worth it. And we don't use this mower or this snowblower, but maybe 3 or 4 times a season of late. So little goes a long way. So we'll get that red plate hooked back up. We need to remove the gas cap in order to do that. and then put the gas cap back on, of course. And then we'll tighten down those screws. There's 4, you can see there in the corners to get the red plate back on. So we'll do that. And I do recommend using a screwdriver as opposed to a power tool. You don't want to crack anything, but I'm pretty comfortable with using this. I know when it starts to feel toward, I have a very low torque and it's a pressure sensitive trigger. So it spins pretty slowly, and I'm comfortable not cracking the plastic, but you can definitely do that. So be careful. And this one weirdly has a ratchet bolt on it. So, and then the chute goes back on like this. You just align the bolt/screws with the pre-drilled holes, and there should be 3 longer screws and 1 shorter one, which you'll see here in just a minute. We'll get those attached, and that 4th little screw, stainless steel, right there to secure that, and that baby's not going anywhere. Now the moment of truth, let's wheel it out here. Again, all the snow is gone. My neighbors are totally laughing at me. Whatever. And we'll get it turned over here.
I'll do your driveway next, don't worry.
Gas tank or gas cap is on. And of course, pull out the choke there. That's important. Hasn't been started since last season. There we go, baby. Woo! Got it going. And that is how you change out the spark plug in your snowblower, at least this model. Hopefully this video has helped you out. Thanks.